Umbra is a member of the Spondias group, a tropical genus that includes some of the most ancient fruit lineages cultivated in humid regions of Asia, Africa and the Caribbean. Among the better-known relatives, such as Cahor, hogplum, jobo and golden apple, Umbra occupies a distinct sensory profile, firm fleshy in its early stage and sweet acidic when ripe. In many developing tropical economies, Umbra acts as a dual-purpose fruit, both as a direct snack and as an ingredient suitable for fermentation, preservation and seasoning. That duality shaped its survival. The traditional regions where Umbra thrives reveal how the fruit adapted to climate, rainfall, cultural needs and soil structures. In Sri Lanka, where the fruit is often called amberella in culinary and botanical language, Umbra sits deep within market culture. Its tangy profile pairs with salt, chili flakes and warm spices. In the Caribbean, particularly Jamaica and Trinidad, Umbra is used for juices and pickled condiments meant to accompany salty street dishes. Meanwhile, in Malaysia and Indonesia, sliced Umbra acts as the backbone of sour salads where contrasting textures, crunch, heat, tang, become part of everyday food rhythm. Umbra represents a fruit whose simplicity disguises a long, agricultural and ecological journey. For centuries, local households cultivated Umbra not through mass orchards but distributed backyard growth. Families would propagate branches, allowing Umbra trees to integrate into mixed crop gardens. These gardens were not designed for export value but for resilience. When cassava struggled, when seasonal banana disappeared, when tropical storms destroyed transport, Umbra remained. The tree became a reserve of fruit, an edible calendar marker, and a backup nutrient source. Botanically, Umbra is recognized for its fibrous core, its elongated seed and a firm dense outer flesh whose texture shifts depending on maturity and rainfall pattern. Early season Umbra presents a crisp bite, mid-season umbic mass softens, late season Umbra yields sugar-acid balance. This multi-stage transformation shaped how cultures adopted it. For instance, households who preferred crunchy Umbra used it before ripening to make salted street snacks. Others, in regions with stronger sweet preferences, waited until sugars deepened, enabling thicker juices for midday refreshment. In nutrition, Umbra sits among medium-density fruits rich in vitamin C, mineral traces and polyphenolic acids tied to antioxidative activity. Traditional herbalism in Southeast Asia associates Umbra with internal cleansing, hydration strengthening during monsoon heat, and digestive support. While these traditional claims remained largely anecdotal, historical continuity suggests the fruit earned its place not simply through flavor but through physiological impact. What makes Umbra culturally durable is how it behaves beyond plain eating. Dried Umbra pulp transforms into condiments that resemble hybrid chutneys, part acidic, part sweet, occasionally peppered with citrus notes, sometimes infused with ginger or garlic. You also observe Umbra in small glass jars, preserved in salt brines, where fruit flesh becomes translucent and develops a fermented aroma. Street vendors serve it speared on wooden sticks, dipped in spicy pastes, or dusted with crystallized seasoning powders that blend chili and cane sugar. Umbra aligns with a long tradition of fruits acting not merely as food, but as structural carriers of identity. Imagine the coastal populations of Sri Lanka. Their relationship with heat, salt, humidity and fishing ecosystems created palates that required sour accompaniments. Umbra entered this system, not as luxury but as balance. Meanwhile, Caribbean communities, where heat produces thirst and fatigue, transformed Umbra into drinks. Children would drink bright yellow Umbra juice from street coolers, mixing it with shaved ice or sugar syrups. Economically, Umbra helped farmers by requiring minimal maintenance. Agriculturally, the trees rooted deeply, resisting erosion. Today, Umbra exists in global marketplaces but only in micro-presence, small stalls, diaspora groceries, limited seasonal crates. It is not yet industrialized like mango or papaya. It remains tied to memory, location and proximity. The modern consumer discovering Umbra experiences the exact contrast its original regions built around: salt heat sweet, layered into a fruit that appears visually plain yet develops complexity upon slicing. In culinary innovation, Umbra is now resurfacing. Food stylists explore it in fermented cocktails, chefs pair its acidity with soft cheeses, and dessert researchers fuse Umbra with palm sugar syrups. Because Umbra does not overwhelm its environment, it behaves like an adaptable acid carrier, capable of shaping sauce depth, marinade brightness and salad finish. The deeper lesson Umbra teaches is that fruit identity does not rely on global dominance. Sometimes longevity emerges through cultural embedding, small-scale exchange, and seasonal rhythm. Umbra belongs to a category of fruits grounded not in export but in continuity, household lineage, climate reading and shared table habits. If someone first encounters Umbra without salt, without chili, without brine, it feels incomplete. Umbra is not meant to stand alone. It thrives in relationship, where spice enhances acidity, sweetness anchors bite, and texture holds nostalgia. Its story is the story of resourceful regions making flavor from simplicity and making permanence from low-maintenance abundance. And that is the essence of Umbra: modest, enduring, culturally adhesive.